Hey, it's Eldores Chess, and today I have another game from Marina Brunello. This one with the white pieces. This game was played online, and it's one of my favorite games from one of my favorite chess players, Marina Brunello. So she goes for e4, and you transpose into advanced French, very standard stuff. And here we go for the Paulsen variation. This is very sharp. You can spend 5 days just learning the theory here. And for French players, this is a nightmare or a dream scenario because this is so French. Like, this game can't be any more French. A French bishop that's close by the pawns. Black trying to go for queenside and maybe castling queenside, and white going for the king side. But also in French you can have the reverse, and this one is a reverse. Now bishop e2 takes, and now we have this typical idea because black can also go for this kind of development, but there's pros and cons with each side. So white can take and give black the open G file, and that's exactly what happens, but black goes for an in-between move. You cannot lose your rook, so you go for this and then here. So we come into a very nice position. I think for people that like space, they would love white here, and people who like the initiative. I personally would love to play with white because I think this queen is just so difficult to play as a human. Maybe for an engine these lines are nice, but for a human you have to be so precise when to move your queen out, when to go, and so on. So protecting the pawn that was 2 times attacked, now it's 3 times defended. And black plays this very nice looking move, bishop d2. And you cannot go for something like this because then you just lose the pawn. So this is crazy. Like, we're already in move 11, and it's not a slow Berlin defense. It's a crazy French game like every French player dreams of. So this is a game where you know it's going to be not a draw. So black goes here. So it stops white from developing his pawn or pushing his pawn. It's kind of a slow move, but okay. h4, very logical move. You already stopped your castling rights, so you want to develop your rook like this. And in this position, most French players would play b6 and exchange their light square bishop, their French bishop, and it would be a game very standard. And then it would be a very interesting game with black having a worse pawn structure, but having counterplay on the G file, having a queen that puts pressure, a bishop that's put pressure, a knight that puts pressure, and this center where French players always want to put pressure on the d4 square, and white has difficulty attacking the f7 square. But as you can see, black goes for another plan. He goes for bishop d7, which personally I don't like, but people like the bishop pair, what can I say? And white continues with her plan. And I don't know which position you would rather want in this game, but I would love to have white because this queen is just misplaced. It's not that great, and The counterplay on a g5 is good, but two rooks aren't going to checkmate with so many defenders, and your pieces are all here. So it's kind of very... the coordination for black lacks a lot. So this rook was in line with his bishop, and Marina uses this tactical idea to get the position better. So it's a tactical positional improvement. Black takes a pawn, but opens up the a file for white. And here white is already winning, in my opinion, because she can play rook b3 or knight b3, and the queen is in so much trouble that it has to make 5 moves to like escape. But it's just the tempo you lose with placing your with having the queen here doesn't gives white so much tempos that it's not even important. And in this position, white actually has an insane winning move. Can you find it? So it's a move I don't think many players or many humans would play. It's rook a1. And you would think the queen is trapped. And this is not difficult to find. But most chess players would be very worried about this. And you know what the engine says? Just play this and you're winning. Yes, just calmly play your rook back. It's such a simple looking move, but it's sometimes the simplest moves we don't play in chess that are the best. So this is it, and the queen is trapped and we win the game. But this didn't happen in the game. Marina went for g4, stopping all the counterplay. It's still winning for white in my opinion, and black tries a desperado, but there's just cannot take because it's trapped, and black does take, and his queen is trapped and he's losing the game. Black goes for counterplay, but you cannot go for counterplay when your king is going to be checkmated. So where did black go wrong in this game, in my opinion? So I think it's a accumulation of a lot of moves that weren't that good. I think this queen, yes, you can go pawn grabbing, but it's not in the spirit of the position. And I think he had to exchange. I think b6 was better to exchange your bad French bishop. And I also think black probably thought the counterplay on g5 would neglect all the bad side pieces on the queen side, but with this pawn push, your pawns here, they look stupid because you can never go for really attack, and your pieces are on the queen side. Your pieces are scattered, they're not working together, they're not good coordinated, and you just lose the game. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.